Hello, my name is Jack Munoz, and in terms of the personal reflection, I would like to do a video on the responses. Um, for question number one about the interview surprising me, yes, it surprised me. Maynard Martin is my Toyota rental manager at my job, but I never really got in depth to his past or how he became a therapist and a counselor until this interview came up, and I asked him a while ago if he was interested in doing it. He thought about it, and then he responded to me a couple of days ago showing interest in wanting to do it and giving me insights on what he learned with his experiences and his past choices that led him to what he did and how he helped people through drug abuse. What did I find most meaningful about this project is the vast amount of information and knowledge that Maynard was able to supply me, not even just for the project itself, but for my everyday life. Um, I work two jobs. My first job is being a manager at Lowe's, and there are a lot of people that use and have drug issues at Lowe's, that being employees and to customers. And I'm pretty sure it's the same at any job, but it's very, very prominent and very out there at Lowe's. Question number three: what did you find challenging about this project? Challenging part, not really talking or getting the idea or perspective of Maynard or the questions. I had technical issues. Pretty old laptop that I'm working with, but was able to make it work and we figured it out. Um, One strategy I used during this project that I could see myself using again in the future is being patient and understanding people, having a neutral mindset. I know that when listening to people and hearing their problems out, that's whether being any type of abuse, but in terms of drug abuse, I would be mindful of being neutral, keeping my biases to myself, trying to help others. I know that the easy question to tell somebody going through drug abuse is just stop, or why do you keep doing it? You're just hurting yourself. Honestly, like Mr. Maynard mentioned, they're just killing themselves if they're not stopping. They don't know how to stop. Or my job would be to help supply resources, options, find people that can help them. Don't give them money. All they want is, hey, give me money to. All they ask is to give them money to get by for the week, or get groceries, or um, simple stuff that goes through our heads. But in reality, they turn the other way and sometimes abuse family members or friends, and they take their money and still go back to the drug dealers, or still spend it on drugs just so they can feel that sense of high, like Maynard mentioned, get that dopamine running through their body. Um, Resources I found most helpful in completing this project were um, were Maynard. I have not hit the subject yet in the course, but I'm assuming as soon as I hit this subject in the course, it'll be very interesting to see the resources that I run into, the sources I look up. I know that there is the DARE program that Maynard mentioned about the Reagan Foundation, about how it helps people to just say no. DARE program has been active ever since I remember being in elementary school. They would teach it to us during special sessions, in meetings, for saying no to drugs and having those resources to learn the bad things that comes with doing drugs and the addiction that it reflects on. What did this project help me understand about social issues and how we address them? Um, just really how it affects communities, how people's past experiences have a lot to do with drug addiction and drug abuse. It's an everyday thing. The whole United States deals with it. It's always been an ongoing issue. Um, but as of right now, fentanyl is a major, um, I would say, epidemic that is going on, and I see news of people in the streets of California just using it, and social media is a big impact on that, as people can just scroll through and see on their page how people in the streets are just out of it. They hang down. Half their bodies are just basically vegetables, or it's something that shouldn't be happening, and it's unfortunately a very sad and ugly sight to see in beautiful cities that are prosperous and growing. Um, how might I learn during this project? How might what you learned during this project be of use to you in the future, either personally or professionally? I would say that what I learned in this project I can take into my everyday life, because I know I have family members, I have friends, I have coworkers that go through drug addiction. They sometimes try to deny it. They don't see the effects it has on them. But I have learned that being a resource to them, spending time with them, being there for them, not really helping them financially, but giving them advice, and maybe offering the shoulder to lean on. Being there when they call you is an important part as well. Sometimes they don't have people to talk to, or people to ask advice for. I've had multiple people ask me for advice on how to deal with drugs, or what to do. And if you're religious, go to church, seek God, or if you have a hobby you like, read, enjoy that hobby, look into that hobby, spend time with that hobby. You can run, you can hike, you can cook. Cooking is also a hobby. Sports, video games, it's all a hobby. Anything to keep your mind out of the addiction is considered a good outsource to keep your mind, your body, and your psychological perspectives at ease. That way, addiction isn't as hard. Um, I've never I've never tried drugs myself. I've never smoked in my life. Unfortunately, I ended up with asthma. Not because of smoking, just because of bad eating habits. But I'm slowly getting better, um, bettering my health, and I feel fine. And I know that addiction, the only addiction I would say I have is caffeine. I'm really addicted to caffeine. Probably take 2 energy drinks a day, which I shouldn't. But just helps me through the day. I know it might get worse, but slowly I'm getting better at it, not thinking about it. People are addicted to food. That's another thing that people can focus on when they're exercising, keeping your mind out of food. It's all hard. Just one step at a time, one foot over the other. It takes time. Just focus on the things you love. But thank you for this topic. I have learned a lot, and I appreciate your time as well. Thank you.